Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas and welcome to our Christmas review for 2019.
Yes.
Of course, for Christmas, we have to review something very special.
Very special.
And we have a bottle of Macallan 1954 Rinaldi right here.
The legendary Rinaldi series.
And these old school Rinaldis, the 54, 55, some of the
1952 as well.
yeah, some of the more
Bunch.
better known Macallans to ever be bottled. So, you know, these are some of the bottles that probably helped Macallan get the legendary
Absolutely.
name that they have. So,
Absolutely.
reviewing, you know, we have reviewed fine and rares on this channel, but that's not what made Macallan Macallan. It's bottles like this.
Yes.
This was from our research, bottled in doesn't say on there.
Right.
Bottled in '69, making it 15-year-old.
Yes.
Making it a 15-year-old, and it's bottled at what 46%.
Pretty much. It's like 80 proof UK, so 45.8%.
There you go.
It's almost 46, which is we like much better than today's current 43%.
Yeah, yeah. So again, legendary, old school Macallan, and as you know, Macallan was a little different back then. They did use peat sometimes back in the old school days, so it's definitely different beast. And without further ado, our Christmas review. Cheers to you guys and Merry Christmas.
Cheers. Hope you're all having a wonderful Christmas.
I'm going to show you guys the bottle one more time just in case. All right.
Yeah, and Rinaldi, by the way, probably didn't say, Rinaldi is one of the legendary Italian importers. It was the Italian importer for Macallan at the time. So these were all Italian bottles, like some of the best bottles ever.
It's not a very heavily sherried Macallan.
So different.
So it's different than what you would maybe perhaps expect. It's not like the old school cask strength beasts, the young 10-year-olds. It's not very old. It's about 15 years old, but it's extremely elegant. Extremely elegant. It's fruity. It's waxy. It's metallic.
Yeah, I'm getting great, like you said, crazy different stuff I've never gotten from Macallan before. Like metallic, like flinty, like light, like gunpowder, like metal polish, linseed oil, like motor oil. Crazy with the sweet sherry elements. Crazy complex.
Absolutely.
So different.
It's even a bit minty.
Oh yeah. No, mint, like earlier you nailed it when we were talking before, like eucalyptus, like kind of herbal elements, eucalyptus. Like that's why it's so complex. Like basically the sherry's kind of on the background, highlighting, accenting everything else versus like a normal Macallan.
Definitely sherry. You're definitely getting your figs, dates, and raisins in there.
For sure.
Sultanas.
But normally that takes over, you know?
Yeah.
This is like, it's kind of accenting.
Sultanas, molassesy, cinnamony.
Absolutely.
Gingery.
Yeah, you always get that, like an orange peel, but typically before it's like 85% orange peel.
It's beautiful.
You know?
It's a beautiful orange.
The funky stuff. Oh,
yeah,
it's
it's
gorgeous.
beautiful orange.
Gorgeous. No, the fruit elements are luscious. It's just that there's so much other stuff in there. My brain's going crazy right now.
Yeah, it is really complex and elegant and may I say almost confusing even a little bit. Like,
well, it's like it's evolving, it's changing.
Yeah.
Like just now, right as I said that, boom, candied orange peel just hit. Like it keeps changing because my brain's just trying to wrap itself around so much stuff going on.
Absolutely.
It does. It's going to take a while. I mean, we won't spend an hour here, but we could.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
You even take it off your nose and then just kind of hold the glass not necessarily all the way up, but you're almost getting like mangoes and peaches.
Really, it probably has everything in it.
Yeah.
It's a matter of letting it air out and experience enough. It's so complex, man. No, it's got everything.
But that mango peach sweetness. Bring it up to your nose again now and just think about it while you're nosing it.
Oh, I know.
Wow. They became very candied. Very, very
It's
candy.
just
Like it
letting
started
breathe enough.
like you were saying with the waxiness and the
Yeah.
motor oil and that and then it's like you take it away and then you bring it back and also it's like peaches
Boom.
and cream.
It's
Oh,
changed now.
yeah. So it's so elegant.
No, I know, and part of it's like breathing, part of it's just like letting your brain relax a little bit.
Yeah.
This is nuts.
Absolutely incredible.
Everything you said, yeah, is all in there.
Yeah, we did let this breathe for a good 30 minutes. This was a bottle that we've had a dram of it before,
Wow.
as you guys could see.
That's nuts, man.
But it was a fairly recent purchase, and you know, it's not a cheap bottle in the auction world. This goes for anywhere between $7,000 to $10,000 if you want to get it from like a retailer shop. They're probably going to charge you an extra $3,000-4,000 on top of that. So
Oh, yeah.
it's not a cheap bottle. It's around $7,000-8,000 bottle.
Yeah, and like you said, because this glass, it lets a lot of stuff out, a lot of aromatics out, but it helps to hold at different spots. But at least this glass, you know that it's going to reveal everything.
With air, with the longer I wait with air, the more fruits come out for me.
That's what I'm saying. Bingo.
The more fruits
Even
come
more
out.
time.
Yeah.
Even more, yeah, the crazy funky elements you mentioned
Yeah.
kind of go away, and now it's a crazy fruit party.
That's why like a lot of people say, hey, pour the whiskey and let it be and come back to it 30 minutes later. But sometimes you miss out on some stuff because that first 30 minutes has some stuff
Absolutely.
that sometimes get highlighted, but sometimes kind of go away as well, and other things come. Yes, you should leave it because the complexity and the fullness of flavors come out later on, so you should let it breathe. But I like, while I'm letting it breathe, I don't necessarily like letting it set aside. I like kind of testing it out during that process as well.
You bought it.
Yeah.
Experience every possible
Yes.
facet of it.
Man.
Now it's just crazy high quality exotic fruit party, man.
Yeah.
Nuts.
It's
Nuts.
absolutely insane, and it's so elegant, and it's getting sweeter.
It's getting sweeter with time.
Yeah. Yeah,
Wow.
the waxy, motor oily kind of elements
Yeah.
are kind of becoming a lot more in the
A
background,
lot more in the background.
and it's becoming more crystallizing and
That is
fruity in the
crazy.
forefront.
It's
Yeah.
like they were just hiding the fruits, and then now the fruits are all out. They're still there, but yeah, they're very much just switched. They're very much in the background now.
Even like fine cigars.
Oh
It's a
yeah.
cigar wrapper. Like think of your favorite cigar that's been aged and the wrapper part of it, not the tobacco part.
No, yeah. You're getting tobacco, like a humidor.
Yeah.
I'm even getting crazy rich leather, but just these fruits, because it's not so much like today's Macallan of like dried fruits, raisins, dates, figs. It's like juicy tropical fruit party. But even holding it right here, I'm still almost getting like a tiny bit of the salt and then just a tiny bit of the peat and smoke elements that just adding to it, making it so complex.
And to show the quality of the cask, it's only 15 years old. I normally only get this with whiskeys like 25 years and above, but
Yes.
that old bookstore kind of effect as well.
Absolute. There's definitely
dustiness.
dust. Yeah, antique furniture, old bookstore.
Absolutely.
Like I said, it basically has everything. It's a matter of sitting and playing with it and letting everything reveal itself.
I'm loving the level of sweetness of the orange.
Dude. No, this is like might be the best orange I've ever had in a whiskey. Dude.
Absolutely stunning.
I want to bite the glass.
Absolutely stunning, yeah.
Absolutely stunning.
And one can make the argument that maybe we should have waited to here to do this review. We are doing it because it's a Christmas special.
You want to go big or go home?
Wanted to do a very special one since it was a fairly recent acquisition. We were
Yes.
excited to share with you guys.
It was perfect time.
Let's go, palate.
Palate.
Cheers.
Again, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas,
Cheers.
everyone. Oh man, this is even better. I mean, fuck, even better on the palate than on the nose.
My biggest first reaction, yes. My biggest first
Wow.
reaction to this, first time, have I ever given a mouthfeel a 99 out of 100? It's like the creamiest, silkiest, most luxurious mouthfeel. The mouthfeel's blowing me away before I even get to any of the flavors. It is nuts. But yeah, it's
But
better,
you know-
better on the palate than the nose.
Yeah, it's different. Um, I'm getting like,
Oh my god.
yeah, I'm getting like a lot of funky earth on the palate, and like a lot of honey, richer flavors, elegant still and creamy on the palate. Like you said, the mouthfeel is
hardcore,
incredible.
Like fur, like chestnut honey.
Yeah.
High quality, dirty honey.
Yeah, like buttery, like cashew butter,
Yeah.
and funk cola. Rich honey, almost like a honey mustard, but a rich honey flavor and fig. Wow. And then it's like as it sits, it's almost like apricot peach kind of fruits coming through.
Still getting those fruits.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just
Wow.
for me the biggest thing is that the mouthfeel. It's like you keep talking about honey. It's like literally honey level coating on the mouthfeel.
And then-
The 46% is the perfect strength for this. Thank God they did that. But then still like very first thing flavor wise, super candy, perfect orange like on the nose. But now all those other fruits coming out. But definitely, yeah, more like dusty, earthy, more like that kind of elements on the palate versus nose.
Definitely a whiskey you need to spend time with. It can get a little tricky. It was a lot less wow like initially, right? Right
Yes.
off the bat.
Yes. It
Then
takes
you spend time and time
Yeah.
and time with it, and it just becomes more wow. I'm curious to see later on. It probably will just continue
I
to
think it's
become
just gonna
more
keep-
wow. Yeah.
Well, keep in mind, one thing we forgot to mention, 50 years of bottle aging.
Absolutely.
This thing hasn't seen air for 50 years.
And-
it needs to breathe.
Yeah, absolutely. 50 years of bottle aging. Talk about it really like
Crazy.
mellowing it out and making it this elegant. But absolutely right. 15 years in oak, 50 years in the bottle.
That's amazing.
Absolutely amazing.
That's why these old antiques are just, that's what we're into.
Yeah. One more sip and talk about the finish.
Oh. Wow. But yeah, like hours and time, months with this bottle, man. Just as it goes down, it's probably just gonna keep exposing itself and get even crazier. Blown away though, blown away.
That's juicy. Loving the bits of oak spice too on the on the palate. That cigar wrapper humidor effect kind of coming through. That dusty element on the second sip is more there as you expose some of the liquid to the palate. Just incredible.
It makes me want to smoke a cigar with it so bad.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
a dark Maduro, like perfectly aged cigar.
yeah, yeah.
This is
We don't do that
amazing.
for you big whiskey fans. Don't worry, we don't drink fine
Not funny?
quality.
No.
Yeah,
Makes
well
want
you
to.
want to, but you don't want to. You know you're not going to experience the
Right.
whiskey like this to its full effect
Right.
if you're gonna put a cigar in there. But it makes you want to. But we're not stupid enough to.
But that level of experience in your brain,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it would be the perfect combination if the two, didn't
Yeah,
kill each other on the palate.
yeah. Very.
Nuts, but still like juicy, luxurious fruits with that rich, creamy mouthfeel.
Yeah. Excellent.
Everything. Nuts.
Excellent whiskey.
Nuts, man.
Yeah, and I just love how the tingle on the sides of my tongue right here,
46%.
and then all the fruit right here, the earthy, kind of funkier,
No.
minerally more elements right over here. But yeah, really well done. A whiskey you want to spend time with.
Oh, it's complicated. Yeah.
And again, it's a very expensive whiskey, and of course, nothing is worth that amount. But it's a piece of history. It's a piece of history from one of the biggest names in whiskey, and yeah, and it's you're pretty much buying a museum piece, not buying it for the liquid.
And they literally will never be able to reproduce those sherry casks
No,
ever again.
no,
So if
nothing.
you're into this, that's supply and demand. That's what the cost is.
Yeah, and I'd say on the first sip, I thought the finish was kind of medium-ish, but it's more long now on the second sip.
yeah.
It's a nice, beautiful finish as well. It's a perfect whiskey, honestly, and it's a 95 out of 100 for me. It's perfect.
I gave it 96 out of 100.
Yeah, absolutely stunning. Will let us know if you guys have tried this or if you've tried any of these older Rinaldis. And click the like button if you haven't, and have a very Merry Christmas. We'll see you guys soon.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Cheers.